everybody! What a stupid shirt. What, you like two? No? That shirt is stupid? You're stupid. Writing in Japanese 'cause I can. Yeah, this is worth it.
いつか光に向かう逆さまの蝶君と髪を切る鏡の中授業中の廊下響く足音絶えず雨の音がついてく
Today I shall be reviewing Hellgirl, a 3-season anime with 26 episodes in each season. Do a little math and that's 78 episodes. The first 2 seasons are dubbed, however, when I watched the series, only the first season was dubbed, so I had to watch the last 2 with subtitles. Hellgirl is a Studio Dean production, and it's about this website that can only be accessed at exactly 12 o'clock midnight. Rumor has it that if you type in the name of a person you wish to exact your revenge on, a beautiful yet slightly creepy looking girl will come visit you, and will take whoever has been tormenting you to hell. There is a catch, however. In exchange for sending someone to hell, your soul will go to hell too after you die. The series focuses on the otherworldly Hellgirl, Enma Ai, and her 3 assistants, Wan Yudo, Ren Ichimoku, and Honeone, excuse my pronunciation. While those are the 4 main characters, each season draws attention to 1 or 2 other characters as a main focus point. The series heavily focuses on the themes of revenge, injustice, hatred, and the nature of human emotions. So, in other words, this is not a happy show. Most episodes are self-contained, while having a few minutes to focus on the plot that ties each episode together. Generally, the series follows a strict formula that is implanted each episode except for the last few episodes of the season. Each episode focuses on a different individual who's being tormented by an antagonist. The conflict will be fleshed out from beginning to end, showing the origin of the individual's grudge, until the breaking point, where the torment becomes too much for the victim to handle. The episode usually resolves itself after the individual has accessed the Hell Correspondence website, and the tormentor is sent to Hell, and a torture sequence ensues. Like I said before, this formula is followed each episode with little change, so if you find this boring, then Hellgirl is not the series for you. While this does sometimes get repetitive, somehow Hellgirl finds a way to keep most of its viewers engaged in the various conflicts of the show, and rewards those who've stuck with the show with a season finale that will leave you only wanting more. Let's take a little look at each season separately. In the first season, each episode has an obvious victim and an obvious tormentor. It's very black and white. We experience the show really from the perspective of the victims. We really only get a little insight into the lives of our Hell Correspondence team until the last few episodes of the season. While the build-up was admittedly slow, the payoff was great, and the season finale was probably one of the strongest out of the 3. Season's 2 conflicts were a bit more in the gray. Season 2, while still following the basic formula, had a bit more surprises and twists, and there's not so much an obvious victim/tormentor relationship. This made the build-up a bit more interesting, and we even got a little more insight into the lives of Enma Ai and her team. We even get a little backstory on the helpers. The series actually shows us more from the perspective of the Hell Correspondence team, and we get yet another strong season finale. Season 3 is a little bit more weird. I like to say this is the season Enma Ai and company got to have a little more fun with their clients. The conflicts go from crazy to crazier, and the torture sequences tend to lose their creepy, scary impact in exchange for a more comical tone. I liked Hellgirl for its chilling effect, so the 3rd season's comical nature was a little disappointing. But even with this change, viewers can still count on an ingenious and enthralling season finale.
I take it we're not getting a confession then.
Let's talk about the mechanics of the show. Overall, the animation isn't anything outstanding, but it's definitely not poor. The character and overall art design is, however, very unique and pleasing to the eye. Speaking of eyes, I think the eyes are the coolest part of the character designs. I mean, just look at Hellgirl's eyes. You can't tell me that they aren't scary as hell, slight pun intended. Characters have a simpler yet more realistic look to it, while the backgrounds tend to be very detailed. Especially the scenes where we get to see Enma Ai's hideout, it's absolutely gorgeous. The muted dark colors of the show really help set the tone and mood. Like I mentioned before, only the first 2 seasons are dubbed and the last is subbed. I haven't seen the second season with the English voice acting cast, so I'm only going to review this based on what I experienced. I thought the English dub was very good. We get some really good voice actors like Brina Palencia as Enma Ai and Todd Haberkorn as Ichimoko Ren. All the other voices sound very natural. The Japanese sub wasn't that hard to transition to either. I think the voices of Honeona and Wanyudo sounded pretty much the same, and the different sounding voices they had for Ren was pretty good. Hellgirl's voice was okay. I think I enjoyed Brina Palencia's take on it better. Let's talk about the characters of the show. The main characters are very likable, and they're all very badass in their own special way. They aren't necessarily good guys or bad guys. They're just doing their job. Except for this little shit right here. I'll add Kikuri to the list of flaws of the show. But anyways, Ai, Wanyudo, Ren, and Hone, or Ona, I'm not really sure what her first name is. They're great characters that help carry the show. The rest of the cast, on the other hand... Okay, so since most episodes are standalone episodes, we don't have a lot of recurring characters. Usually the characters the episode focuses on are never beyond that episode. So the viewer can't really get attached to the rest of the cast. Also, because the show focuses on the evil nature of humans, viewers are exposed to a lot of crappy characters. I don't mean crappy written characters, I mean characters that were meant to be horrible people. I'm talking about the scum of the earth. And the tormentors can range from misunderstood, literally or figuratively, to why the hell is that person not in a mental institution? Viewers will find themselves hating a lot of characters, but that's kind of the point. With a series that has themes of revenge, injustice, and hatred, it's expected that we are going to have a pretty antagonistic characters. Moving on to the soundtrack. The soundtrack is amazing. The songs are so eerie and creepy sounding and fits the show perfectly. For the most part, all the background music is very soft and pretty and incorporates a lot of oriental instruments. Most of it is just people singing but it works perfectly to set the mood. The soundtrack is never distracting and always comes in at the right times. So lastly, the anime as a whole. Personally, I enjoyed the roller coaster ride that was Hellgirl. The build-up was slow at times, but I was never disappointed at the season finales. Each season, despite the formula the series always followed, had surprises and twists that kept me wanting more. With a great plot, characters, and visual aesthetics, I would rate this anime an 8.5 out of 10, and its only flaws being slow pace and mild predictability. And Kikuri. If you're looking for an anime with plenty of action, little build-up, and a fast pace, then don't watch Hellgirl. But if you're willing to devote time, attention, and a little bit of patience, then give it a go. Hellgirl not only entertains the viewers with interesting conflicts and serious main characters and beautiful scenery and background music, but also brings up a lot of thoughtful questions about morality. It really makes you question human nature and motives behind people's actions. What it all boils down to is your preferences, but I would definitely recommend Hellgirl. Well, there you have it. So thank you for watching my second anime review. Sorry they're so crappy. I'm still getting used to using iMovie or whatever the program is called. But anyways, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this review, which I know you did. If not, well, you should stick around anyways and see if the next review is any better. Remember, I'm the girl who reviews things, so until next time, bye!